But in Japan, I'm like, oh cool, look at all this cool shit. Like, look at this sign, wonder what that says. Konnichiwa everyone, it's Dan from JaDan.co.uk, and don't adjust your set. This is something that's not black. I know, I'm shocked too, but I'm repping my Steelers shirt because they made the playoff weekend this weekend in England. Big up Steelers fan, Wagwan. So we beat Panthers, so that's always fucking cool. Anyway, I'm here with a video today to talk about how I've changed in the 12 months I've been in Japan, right? So you might remember recently I was talking about getting a new visa. That's all sorted, I'm here for at least 1 more year. Buzzing! But that got me thinking like, fuck, I've been in Japan for 12 months already. Like, and although I don't really notice it because it's an everyday thing, I've changed a lot since I came to Japan, so I just kind of want to talk about that and just ramble and give some people some insights. Also, ignore the sound, that's my washing machine. It's a nice day today, so I decided to do some fucking washing, so sorry about that. So the first thing that I think that's changed about me since I came to Japan is what comes out of here. And I don't mean shit, I mean my actual voice. So living in Japan, where there's not that many native speakers, I couldn't really get away with my Yorkshire accent. When I come to Japan, I'd still got my Yorkshire accent, I talk right fast on us, and like, I use slang like, oh bloody hell, I'm a bit starving today, I'm gonna get some scrambled on us. And I'd speak like that. And even the other English teachers didn't really understand what I was talking about. Even the dudes from England, they were a bit like, what are you on about? So, I ended up slowing down, actually saying words like the and the letter H, and basically selling all you lot out. But it's become natural now, like, it's weird. When I'm speaking to non-native speakers, I speak in a normal, kind of slow voice, and I'm kind of easy to understand. I've still got a bit of slang and a bit of a twang, but overall, it's much more understandable. But then I know, I get out blow with my bro and I'm like, alright bro, what are we today? How's the cracking? You alright? It's been bare mental around here, I knows. Fucking weather's cracking though. So I can kind of switch still, but I wonder like, the longer I'm here, will I sort of lose my accent or what? So I'm a little worried about that because I'm proud of my Yorkshire accent. It's the only good thing that comes out of Yorkshire, you know. When I speak to my bros back home, they're like, Dan, why the fuck are you talking so weird? What's with your voice? What are you doing? What's cracking? But then if I speak to like non-native speakers in my Yorkshire voice, they're like, Nandeyane, mecha hayai yo. Chotto wakarahen. Stuff like that. Anyway, so that's the first thing I think that's changed. The second thing that I think has changed about me is I'm much more open to like chance encounters, meeting new people, and just generally being a bit more outgoing. In England, I didn't really like meeting new people. I got my collection of friends who I fucking love, and that was fine. But when I came to Japan, I came here alone. I didn't know anybody. And you have to get into that mindset of like, yo, I gotta meet new people. I've gotta put myself out there. And like, I met some awesome people in Japan, but you get random encounters all the time because I'm foreign, right? So people will just stop in the street and be like, oh, hello, how are you? Maybe they just want to practice English, but I usually speak to them in Japanese anyway, so like, they don't get much practice. And basically, at first I was really took back by it. I was like, whoa, people talk to me and shit, it's a bit weird, I don't know if I like it. But now I'm much more open to the idea. Like, if I'm going somewhere and I see people, I just talk to them. Pokemon Go was a big thing. When that came out, I would talk to people just about Pokemon Go. Great icebreaker, right? And now, if somebody talks to me in the street, I love it. Some people aren't keen on this, but I fucking love it. Like, oh yeah, I'll talk to somebody for 10 minutes about nothing. Cool, let's go. And I'll do things like I'll go to standing bars and just talk to the person next to me and stuff like that. So I'm much more open to actually like chance encounters, and it's making me more confident because you get used to like putting yourself out there, and once you get used to it, it gets a lot easier. So that's probably the second thing that changed. Okay, the next one is being independent. In England, I was super dependent on people around me. I was like super depressed the whole time. I really put a lot of pressure on the people around me to like prop me up, if you like. So my friends, my family, and you know, I know they'd do it again, but I felt kind of guilty that I'd always put stuff on people. But I came to Japan on my own. I live on my own. I do everything on my own. and you get used to being like independent. And that's a big step. I mean, I'm 32 years old, independence should have happened like fucking 14 years ago, but it didn't because I'm an idiot. And now I'm getting used to like surviving on my own. And that's a good thing. It took a while to happen, but eventually I got it sorted. And although it's lonely in Japan on your own, and you can sometimes feel like you're on the outside looking in the whole time, it makes it worthwhile when you realise that you can survive on your own. You get used to being on your own, and you don't hate it. Like, sometimes I enjoy doing shit on my own. And being comfortable with yourself and knowing that you're okay is like a big step. So I'm pretty happy that that change happened. But when I'm fucking bare lonely and that, it's not so cool. But you know, that's going to change over time. The more your social circle expands, the less lonely you're going to be. So there's all swings and roundabouts, isn't it, kids? Another thing is, in England, I was kind of recluse towards the end. I didn't like going out and doing stuff. I kind of was really, as part of the depression, like I had a lot of social anxiety and I didn't want to do shit. But now, I'm much more open to trying new experience, whether that's trying new food, going to new places, doing things I've never done before. And I've had some amazing experiences just doing stuff that I wouldn't have done in England. Things like going to gigs on my own in different cities. And when I get there, I speak to people, I have a great fucking time. And, you know, it's all part of life. Just try and meet people and have a fucking good time. There's no point wasting your life sat in your room, which is what I did for a long time. I spent many years of my life just sat wasting away in my room. And now I'm out in the world, in a cool country, living experiences, going to festivals, meeting people, trying interesting food. And that's how the biggest thing in my life has changed. Like, that's probably the best. And I'm very grateful that that happened. I had to move all the way to the other side of the world to get it to happen, but I made it. So hopefully that's going to continue. I don't have time to sit and watch TV anymore. I don't just fucking sit at home wasting away. I'm always out doing something, and that's fucking awesome. If you are struggling with depression, I know, trust me, I know how tough it is. One day, maybe, I don't know, I can't speak for you guys, but one day you'll get over whatever barrier it is. I mean, I still have depression, I still struggle with it, but I'm no longer letting it control my life. And you just gotta learn to live with it, and that's kind of like, for me, that was the big step. Like, medicine never did it for me, therapy never did it for me, but then realizing in myself that there's a big world out there and there's a life to go and live, and you can't let your own brain stop you doing it. And that sounds easier said than done, but one day, hopefully, you'll realize that you can do the same thing. So, come back in there. Oh, that took a depressive turn. And the last thing that I want to talk about today is realizing that you don't speak the language is a fucking strange experience. Realizing that suddenly you don't understand anything, you can't read anything, you can't understand what people are saying to you, is a bit of a mindfuck at first, to be honest with you. Like, it just blew me away. But then eventually you get kind of comfortable in that. Like, oh, I don't need to read all these signs, I don't need to know what all this stuff says. And you kind of get used to the fact that you don't need to understand everything. Of course, like, I study Japanese and I want to understand everything, but you get comfortable in the fact knowing that it doesn't really matter. But one thing I do is I look around. I'm much more aware of my surroundings. I try to read as much as I can. I pay a lot of attention to what's happening around me. And that's something I never did in England, just fucking tunnel vision. I don't give a shit, I'm going. But in Japan I'm like, oh cool, look at all this cool shit. Like, look at this sign, look what that says. And stuff like that, so that's pretty interesting. But that's going to sort of decline as my Japanese level increases. But right now, it's kind of a strange enjoyment, knowing that you're foreign in a weird way. So anyway, that was what I think has changed about my life. I think there was 5 or 6 points in there, I don't really know. I'll work it out when I edit it. But I hope you enjoyed my video. And if you are foreign, living in a different country, I'd love to hear about how you've changed in the comments below. While you're at it, you can check out the description box for links to all my social media accounts. And as always, until next time, Jamata!